Autistic Gamer 7, and welcome back to some more Sims 4 Occult discussions. Today we're talking about Genies. So, I do remember Genies being in Sims... Is it Sims 2? I think it was Sims 2. Could have been maybe even Sims 1 as well. I don't know if they were in Sims 3... but potentially, but I can't remember as of right now, and I didn't have all the packs for Sims 3. In fact, I probably had more packs for Sims 2, but that was because Sims 2 allowed, I think, could be installed on, like, 3 different computers with the same disc. Would work, like, so many times. So me and my cousin actually shared Sims games, so any that I bought, I would download on my computer and then give them to her, and she'd download them on hers. And any she got, she'd download them on hers and then give them to me so I'd download them on mine. So that I know, I had more Sims 2 than I think I did Sims 3 actually, but I'm not entirely sure. My memory is a little fuzzy back that far, but I'm pretty sure there was Genies in Sims 2, and I'm pretty sure they were in one other one, if not both of the other two. But anyway, talk about Genies coming to Sims 4, if they were to come. I can't remember exactly how they functioned in previous games. I should have probably sort of looked that up. I do remember there was a lamp, and they came out of lamp, but I can't remember if they ever became playable or anything. But I think it would be fun if they could become playable, like, if you did, like, a certain thing, or if maybe a certain wish has a chance to pop up and you can wish them to be part of the household, or like maybe if you just build up friendship with them, like maybe you're not making wishes but you're just talking to them every once in a while. Once your friendship gets up to like a certain level, you can add them to the household. But I think that would be cool, and once they become a playable character, I think there's still a chance they should be able to make wishes come true, but they have like a bar or something along the line, similar to, like, you know, how, like, vampires have their energy bar, and spellcasters have the charge. When they get overcharged, they have a chance to have something, you know, they can die, technically. But with Genies, theirs would be, like, they can't make any more wishes for a really long time. Like, the bar has to fully refill before they can actually do any more magic for a while, and maybe there's certain things that they can do maybe to get it back up. I think it'd be cool, like, you know, they go and sleep in the lamp. Maybe if they get back into the lamp, that also helps the charge recharge faster. So that'd be interesting, because I definitely wouldn't want the lamp to go away. Definitely would still like the lamp to be a thing. And I almost wouldn't mind the idea, like, I have the idea the same with the fairy houses. Like, you know, the tiny houses, and you can actually see into it. If we could actually see into what the lamp looks like, and maybe even decorate the lamp every once in a while. I don't, again, even in both of those cases, I don't know how they would go apart doing it with loading screens and stuff like that, or how to show it off, or to transfer from seeing the big house to inside the fairy house or the genie lamp. So I don't know how they would do it, but it'd be pretty interesting and cool. And I can imagine some of the build objects that would come to the with like Genies and stuff, if we had like their lamp decor and stuff like that, like the decor for inside their lamp. And I remember, what was it, my mom used to watch, was it I Love Genie? Is that the name of the show? It was an older show, and you could actually see inside her lamp sometimes, and it was really cool. So I would sort of almost like that idea, but I don't know how exactly they would go about doing it. But it would be fun. And even if they couldn't, I'd still like to build and buy objects, so that if they get their own room in the house, they could still decorate the room like you can imagine they decorated the inside of their lamp. So, you know, that'd be really fun if they got some really fun items for the Genies as well. And I would definitely like the lamp to stay an item. Like, I wouldn't want the lamp to disappear once the Genie became a playable sim. I definitely still like them to be able to keep the lamp, even if they had, like, their own room and they just kept the lamp in their room. But, like, the lamp would give extra benefits instead of just sleeping in a normal bed or doing normal things. If they go inside the lamp, certain needs go up a little bit faster, or like selective needs go up faster than if you did it like a normal sim. Or maybe when you go into the lamp, you could choose which one they focus on building up quickly. So like maybe click on the lamp and be like rest, or uh, what is the other needs? Clean up or play around, like something, like something for each of the needs, or at least some of the needs, so that the energy sleep need, whatever, would go up extremely quickly inside the lamp if you clicked that option versus just sleeping in a bed. So I'd like the lamp itself to have some benefits for the genies to still use even after they become a playable character. I definitely think they should include some more random colors for skin tones, because some genies are shown with normal human skin tones, but then in some depictions of genies, they tend to have other color skin tones. So I definitely would like the option to have either one. And I don't know when the Genies video, by the time the Genies video comes out, if they will have the slider option choice for the skin tones. I doubt it. I feel like this one's going to come out before then. But maybe the small skin update that they're doing will be done by now. But I do know that they're supposed to be fixing the skins. So they're supposed to be fixing the skins and adding a few, and then they're going to do a huge add of a bunch of skin tones, plus a slider for all the skin tone swatches. So that could be fun to play around with and stuff if they added other colors. Like, I know they have the blue, the green, and the red. I think that's the only colors they have. Okay, I had a interruption and I slightly forgot where we're at, but I know I was talking about, like, skin tones. Like, I know we have the red, the blue, and the green that are odd colors, but I'd sort of like to see, like, the purples, pinks, a few other colors. Yellow, because it's not technically in there. I don't know if I particularly would use yellow too often, but, stuff like that would also make the rainbow challenge really fun. I actually do have some custom content I recently found that added some of those colors, or like a lot of those colors, shades, and tints of them into the mix, and I partially got it for my creative sim for the Genies, but in the game naturally, for people who don't use as many mods or don't try to avoid them, like CC and things like that, it'd be nice to have those options, because like I was saying, Genies have been represented in natural skin tones as well as unnatural skin tones, so it'd be nice to have both options for you to choose. Now, for the most part, I don't know if I've just been lucky in my game or what, but I don't really see the green, red, and blue skin tone out and about, like just popping up on random sims that the game generates. I don't see that. So hopefully those colors would be the same way if they added some more variation of unnatural colors, that only the Genies really got those naturally, because otherwise, I'm sure a lot of people would get annoyed with just random skin tone, like random unnatural skin tones just popping up in their game. I don't think I would necessarily be like super bothered by it myself, just because of my playstyle. I don't mind having unusual sims and unique sims. In my saves, I say that any hair color is a natural hair color. It doesn't really matter. Like, I have fun and I play with it, and I've just let whatever be whatever. But at the same time, I'd still prefer that not to happen with the skin when it comes to skin tones. Because most of my sims that are not natural skin tones are occults, and even most of the occults are at least somewhat close to a natural skin tone, if not an actual natural skin tone themselves, except for the aliens. But those skin tones for the aliens are not available for all sims. So, but yeah, anyway, I would definitely like them to add it, and if they did bring Genies in and those colors got added and the slider and stuff, it'd be a lot of fun. I could see a lot of creativity coming from that as well, being able to use the slider with skin tones and even a natural skin tone, so be a lot of fun and stuff. So I would like to see that. As far as build, I definitely would like some very unique and interesting build items. I want to say, I could be wrong, so I'm afraid to misquote it too much, so I'm just going to give like a general area. When it comes to Genie, most of them are wearing outfits and stuff that seem to be inspired, like loosely inspired by stuff that's more towards like the Middle Eastern Asia and like Southern Eastern Asia, like those areas over there. It's like somewhere like a mix in between those. I want to say one specific one, but I'm afraid I'm going to be wrong because I didn't actually search the origin of genies and stuff like that. I just know usually most depictions of genies has a, like, influence by those areas and stuff like that. So I definitely like to see stuff from that area and represented more. I know City Living tried to include a whole bunch of different cultures and stuff in there, and some of the items were pretty and stuff like that, but I don't think there's enough items from, like, that sort of area and type of culture. So it'd be really pretty and really fun, because a lot of that stuff is really, like, ornate and really beautiful in my opinion. So it'd be really nice to see some items for that come in with the genies to be able to decorate and do, like, a theme with that as well. And obviously the lamp would be a big thing, but I'd like different lamps. I wouldn't want all the lamps to look the same. I would like a few different options of lamps. I know most lamps are like that golden lamp that has, like, the, like, narrow snout, almost looks like a strange, like, teapot type thing. But I think, like, if I remember correctly, when Mom watched, is it I Love Genie or I Dream of Genie? Something along those, I cannot remember that show's name, and I'm probably gonna get a lot of people be like, that if they actually watch it. But anyway, I think hers was more of, like, a bottle-shaped lamp. I could be wrong, but I feel like it was. But yeah, anyway, it'd be really, really, cool to have a few different styles of lamps as well. And I definitely would like a cool animation of them coming out of it. And as they're coming out of it, I would sort of like them more to have, like, that spirity, wispy, like, tail thing. But obviously once they come completely out of the lamp, or if they start walking around, they just have normal legs. But that would just be more of an animation feature versus, like, an actual permanent feature of the sim. I don't know how they would do that necessarily. My memory of the genies in the previous Sims, I don't know if I ever remember seeing them walk around. Like, it's a very fuzzy memory from back then, but I want to say that I didn't remember seeing them walk around. But I definitely would like the option to actually play with genies, because they can do a little magic here and there as well. Now, some of the abilities that I would like them to have, one, obviously, is the wishes, but I definitely think there should be a limit on the wishes, like some sort of limit. Whether or not, if they grant wishes to a certain sim, they can never grant wishes to that sim ever again, or, like, it has to be so many days or so many weeks or whatever before that sim can try to wish for wishes again, or something along those lines. So I definitely think wishes should be a thing, but there should be a limit on those wishes, not only the bar that I talked about, that if it's low that you can't really make wishes, or grant wishes, but regarding to an individual sim, they shouldn't be able to just ask for wishes or whatever. Maybe the genies themselves can have, like, a teleportation sort of method of some kind, or, like, a fast travel, and maybe also be able to completely fill up one of their needs on their own with just their magic. So, like, some simple magics here and there. I don't think it should go to the lengths of, like, a spellcaster, obviously, but for helping themselves, because genies usually grant wishes. But I also think if you're in control of a genie, maybe, and, like, there's a way that Sims can ask for wishes even though you're controlling the genie at that point, maybe you can have an option to choose whether or not to grant their wish or not, but yes at the same time. Like, you know, those wraparounds, like, if you don't word your wish properly, that there's a way that a genie could be mischievous and technically grant your wish, but not the way that you thought. I've been trying to think of examples, but my brain is not working too well, and the best I could come up with is, like, if the sim does not word it well to the point where they're just like, I want so and so, like, so much simoleons, but they don't say real or fake, the genie can decide whether or not it's real or fake money that they get. Or if, like, they ask to fill a need and they don't say fill a need, like, make sure all my needs are good or something like that, that they could take from the other needs. Like, deplete all your other needs to fill the one need. Something where it has, basically you can fulfill their wish or fulfill their wish but not what they exactly wanted. There's a backlash or a catch or something. So you can go, like, a mischievous route or a non-mischievous route. So that would be, like, fun, I think, if you were in control of the genie at that point when wishes are trying to be made. So, but, you know, the thing that usually makes wishes have to be granted is if you touch the lamp. So, like, if it was a guest that came to the house of where the genie lived, and they touch the lamp, you know, maybe that's when you'd get to decide, and the game could just randomly generate wishes for that sim. And you can choose whether or not to be good or mischievous. I would probably choose to be mischievous a lot of times just to see what the go around was, just to see what would happen. But I think that'd be a really fun and little sneaky way to make it interesting and different and stuff. So that would be a lot of fun if they did it like that way, where you could choose how the wish sort of ends. So yeah, that's probably like the main things to think of when I could think of when it came to Genies. Let me know if there's anything that you thought of that I didn't mention or expand upon something more that I said. Maybe your memory of past Genies is a little bit better than mine, and there was some stuff that they did with them that was really cool. I would like Genies to come back, and I definitely like the element of being able to choose. My favorite thing is the idea of being able to choose whether or not to be mischievous or not, if you get to pick how a wish ends. So you could sort of play on either side, the person making the wishes or the genie making the wishes. Now, if you're the person making the wishes, then let the game randomly decide whether the genie's going to be mischievous or not, maybe based off the traits that the genie gets assigned, or whatever. But as far as whether or not it'd be something that you can make and cast to begin with, I don't know, because I sort of like the idea of buying the lamp or finding the lamp, and then from there you can sort of edit the genie and make them into how you want to, but maybe give the option still for those that would like to actually make the genie in the first place, because maybe they want to go from the story of like these people found the genie a while ago and they just have this genie living with them. So plus, it would just be fun and create a sim to actually sort of play around and make them and play around with some of the little extra stuff that maybe they would get in create a sim. So, be a lot of fun, and I definitely would like Genies to come back. I like any little magical element and anything that could throw a surprise, and I feel like Genies could, because I definitely know scenarios that are portrayed with Genies where the genie is mischievous and will look any way around to technically grant your wish, because they are supposed to grant your wish. But if they can find a loophole to where they can still not make your wish be granted the way that you want it to be, they will do so, and then some are just nice genies that will do what you ask. So, but yeah, I think that'd be, it'd be fun to actually see Genies, and like I said, like, I remember them from previous Sims games, but I didn't get to play with them too much, so it'd be nice to actually see how they would be in The Sims 4. But yeah, let me know your thoughts down below about Genies. I would love to hear anyone else's input on Genies, if they'd like to add some things or go in more depth about certain things. Definitely would love to hear it. Thank you so much for watching the video. Make sure you hit that lovely like button and do all that lovely YouTube goodiness, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye!